Good morning, traders. New York session starts in a few minutes and I will show you what the market's going to look like for today and how to trade it. First of all, we have to know that this is a very important week. It's a big week. It started with a big news on Monday, as you already know, but for today, we have the Jackson Hole Symposium, which is a very big event, and usually there are a lot of manipulated candles happening during this event. So you have to be careful. You must, it's a good advice to stay away. At least me, myself, I will stay away from the market for at least today, because this event, if you follow up on the previous years, you will see that it usually came with a lot of manipulated candles. So the entire market might be manipulated. There you may see stuff that are a bit unexpected. So today might not be the best day to trade, today and tomorrow. And starting from next week, it's going to be much better and it's going to be much healthier. Another thing is that this week, it's going to be the last week of August. So we'll have the close candle for August. So there wouldn't be much of momentum, and anything that we see besides that, it's going to be from the events. So there might be, as I said, some manipulated candles. You have to be careful. Other than that, you must know about this. If you did not know about the this Jackson Hole Symposium, this is very bad, because you imagine a swimmer who swims in a sea or an ocean doesn't know about weather. Even if you're the best swimmer, and if you're swimming in the ocean, it's not about your skills in swimming. It's about also knowing the weather, knowing the currents, everything. So these events, they will just walk through you, okay? You have to understand about the events. You have to know about your any discipline issue or anything. So make sure you have the dashboard in front of yourself to better understand it. Now let's go to the charts. On the master chart, what I would want to do today is talk about the, first of all, dominance of Tether. And I also have to say, if you're impatient, if you can't wait for everything to happen, then don't expect to be profitable. All right, even if my videos are long, if they're not long, but even if you think they're long, or you can't wait to hear the next sentence, then it's on you. You're not patient and you're not ready for the markets, and you're not ready to be a winner, a profitable trader. Okay, so be patient, try to exercise that. And as I said, today again might not be the best day, but I will still give you some updates. I want to show you that what the market's going to look like. It's good for me too, because me myself, I would love to have a better view of what's going to happen for the next 2 days at least, for Friday and today, Friday, and also Saturday. And also I would love to know what's going to happen during the Jackson Hole Symposium. So I want to see that what is my expectation and what's going to happen next. All right, to start with, I can see that after the entire bearish momentum in the dominance of Tether, so the entire market went bullish, but the dominance of Tether, we know that it's the opposite of Bitcoin or the high market caps, right? So when it's bearish, then the Bitcoin is bullish. And the entire market stuck within this range here that we can see from the this candle all the way to here, right? We got stuck within this box, and now we are still struggling. So again, this is the end of the month, so still we might be there. We might go up and down. It's good that you know the highs and lows, so this would be helpful for you. So once you know the highs and lows of this box, then you would have a better understanding of what is the meaning of the new direction. If we're going to have a new trend, if we're going to have a new direction, let's say we want to go bullish or bearish, then we would have a better understanding that what is the starting point. All right, so I previously gave you the high of this box, so it's going to be 7.21 on the dominance of Tether. So you must already know this. You should trade based on it. And there might be shadows above it. There might be shadows above it all the way to even 7.2 or 2.8, or sorry, 7.28 or 7.3. But still, if it's a shadow, then we're still inside the box. You have to trade inside the box. I'm talking about the 4-hour time frame. So do not make any decision, even if it goes, let's say if we go all the way up here and we wick back. So this does not count. It does not count. Right? We're gonna still be in the box. there's still a good chance to go lower or even inside here. This is the high for me, and the low for me right now is this level. All right, I'm not going to choose this one, or I'm not going to choose this one, because as you can see, after this level we started a huge bullish momentum and we made the high for ourselves. And from here, this is just a liquidity grab. We grabbed the liquidity from here and we couldn't even break above this, so it's not really that strong. And besides, we can see that at this level how important it is, how many times we've touched it. You see, we've touched it here, once we touched it here, another time we touched it here, so another time here. So this is an important level for us. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and if the next time I close below it with a nice good structure and did not close back up, I will definitely consider this as a bearish momentum, which is going to be bullish for the crypto market. All right, so this is a 4-hour time frame analysis, and we know that breaking above or below either sides is going to give us the new direction. But if we're gonna trade within this box, then let me zoom in a little bit and show you what I'm expecting. For today, one of the most important levels that I can see here is this high here. Okay, this high, it has a huge liquidity in it, and we can see that the price touched it once here, the price touched it once here, another time it touched it here, and it swept. As you can see, also Strategy Trader showed us the sweep here. It swept down, and from here we hit it the third time, which took us where we stand right now here. Okay, and the first time that we were here, it pushed the price all the way down here. But we can see that moving forward, it does not have that much of momentum. So I do expect this to come back and hit this again. All right, the next time it's gonna hit this, there is a good chance that we may break it, but you have to wait. If you see that it closes above the 50% of this box, so I'm gonna draw a line for it. So just very simple. I did not measure it. You can measure with your Fibonacci. All right, you can measure this with your Fibonacci tool to make sure the 50% is correct, but just something with your eye. Yeah, I mean, I was more or less precise on this. So the next time that I close above the 50% of this, I can be more assured that we are going to hit above, we're going to hit the 7.2. So have this on your chart and wait for it. Again, we are in a range, so there might be some unexpected moves. We may go up and down. There's no direction. It's just a range. We can go a little bit lower from here and then go up. But you have to understand the important zones. All right, I'm actually giving you the important zones, so you know that if it closes by that zone, you know what to do, and you have good confidence on trading inside the range, which again, it's not the perfect or ideal thing, but we like to have our options, right? All right, another thing is that right now we hit a huge order block or a demand zone. As you can see, this is a demand zone on both daily and 4-hour time frame. So once we hit it, we went all the way up. The second time we couldn't get close to it, and the reason is the bullish order block that we had from before, from the previous touch, was strong enough to push the price higher. Okay, if it's not strong enough, it's going to have to use the same demand zone, so it can come down and then grab more liquidity, something like this, and go up. But I don't really see that because it's already a very strong momentum. The strong momentum, as you can see in the hourly time frame, it has already created an FVG. So this fair value gap, you can see that this fair value gap, it can be also another trading zone for us. Once we reach here, there is a good chance that from here we can go up. And then this can be one of our targets. And then the second one is going to be this top order block. Okay, this top one. All right, not the one below that. So these are the ones that I'm looking at right now from the top. If we break above this line, the blue line that I drew for you, I'm gonna put the price tag so you have a better understanding on the 7.07. All right, if I break above this 7.07, then there's a good chance that I can reach 7.221, or even a bit higher, okay? But if not, there's still a good chance that we may have a pullback. The pullback can be the pullback of this leg. It can start anywhere from the 50%. So this is the optimal zone for me. And this optimal zone, as you can see, it's just right below my fair value gap, which is a good sign, and it can give us a good huge sign that there is we can also see something like this. So we wicked through this, we see a shadow and then go all the way to the top. But again, we are in a bullish trend right now in the lower time frame of the dominance of Tether, so I don't really see that happening, but still it's good to have it in mind. Okay, let's go to the Bitcoin and see how Bitcoin looks like. All right, from the Bitcoin perspective, this was also an interesting point. So on the Bitcoin, we can see that from here. Let me get rid of some of these shadows here, so you can also see this the same way that I see it here. So I like to see my chart as clean as possible, so I'd have a better understanding, and then I can add my drawings on it. All right, as you can see, also I have multiple layouts and multiple workspaces. That's why like I'm adding just one per workspace, one per layout. So in this case, I would ensure that my chart is not as messy as it must be, but this is my analysis chart. This is what I show you, and I'll try to keep it this way. And from here, I'm going to, okay, one of the important things on the hourly time frame that I'm going to show you is this huge order block that we have here. So we can see that we wicked through it up here, this wick here, this shadow here. This is a very strong shadow, and one of the most important reasons is that none of the, if I were to draw a Fibonacci from top to the bottom and find a 50%, so I want to find the half of this shadow here. This is the half of the shadows. These are the things you must learn, or these are the things that are repeating in the entire market. If you don't learn it, if you don't understand it, then you will be in a lot of struggle. But go ahead and test this in other parts of the chart, and you will also see this better. From here, as you can see, we have made, so this is a 50%. If I had a closed candle above this, we don't even have a shadow towards it. But even if we had a closed candle above the 50% of this shadow, then there was a good chance that we could rally up. But right now, as you can see, it couldn't, and it broke down. So the sellers took the control. What does it mean for us? Once the sellers take the control from here, it means that I can use an order block. So there's an order block because there is a lot of orders in that specific block, right? It's just a name. I'm going to draw this order block for myself. One of the reasons is that from this small candle, you can see here, it's actually a small candle. We went all the way down to here. We went all the way down to 77K. So there's a good chance that the next time I hit this, we can't go lower. And the reason that I'm more confident in this zone is that previously it was not as strong. The momentum, the bullish momentum was not as strong because it couldn't even close above this shadow. So you see now this shadow becomes handy for me to better understand that if I'm going to close above this box and use it as a breaker block, or if I should use this as an order block, like a resistance, as of this example. So from here, I use it as a resistance here because I knew that this was a huge, a strong selling zone for me because of this wick. And from here, I can expect lower and lower. So we can see that also the Bitcoin, the same as dominance of Tether. Right now, it's jammed inside one box, one ranging box. But then still, there is a good chance that we can break below any of them. But either way, we will still see it from this point of view, okay? We have this one here. We have this order block. I've already given you the numbers and the entire prices in the video of August 25th. So go ahead and watch it again. It's just the last video. But for now, you can also see it from here. So there's a good chance that we can hit here 76,300. We do have also other order blocks for lower time frames. So you can see from, let me restart this. I will go with this. Let me give me 1 second to have this here. All right, much better. So you can see that we do have more order blocks on our way. We have this one, we have this one, 78,900. We have the one below that, we have this one. And this has been already tested more or less. So these are good zones that we can see some reactions. But my target would be 7,634. Again, we are right now in a big range here. So what matters is today it's going to be a lot of manipulations, and the range is the best place to manipulate the candles, because you may think that we're having a range. Sorry, you may think we have a direction inside the range, but it turns out it reverses, or even worse, you may see a breakout above or below the range, and then you think that we have our new range. We have our new direction, we have our new trend, but that's not the case. And you can see that it's going to go all the way back inside the range and still continue. So be careful, today is not the day, and we have to wait and see if we're gonna go above or lower. The last thing that I wanna talk about is, give me 1 second, let me see how I can, all right, much better now. All right, okay, so what I have here, the next thing that I want to say is that on the daily time frame, or doesn't matter, on the weekly or monthly, because all of them is going to close just in 2-3 days. And right now, what matters the most is that we don't close above 82,853, okay? If we close above the previous low, then there's a good chance that we're going to go a lot higher, okay? If not, then we will just stay here for a while and then go lower all the way to the 65K. So this level matters for us. If we want to be bullish, we have to go higher than this. We have to close above this. I'm going to give you more updates later on, but for now, I think the short-term time frames is good for you to do your trades, and if you wanted to make more scalps. If you wanted to do more scalps in lower time frames, you would have your numbers here, right? You can go lower time frames. I'm not gonna go through it entirely, so you have it here. You can have the strategy trader chart. On the strategy trader chart, we have this FVG. Touching it would give us a good chance to go higher. We have the lower ones. We have this one, this zone here. These are the good zones. You have the numbers on the chart, all right, 78,794, and the rest goes on. So these are for short-term time frames. So if you want to do it under 5 minutes or 15 minutes, this would be ideal for you. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you had any questions, please leave comments, and try to stay away for at least today and tomorrow.